Welcome back to Pemberley Farm. I know that most of you that have been around for a long time think that we must have fallen off the planet, but we haven't. And I'll give you a little update about everything that has gone on in the last almost 1 year. Can you believe it? February will be a year since we uploaded. Sorry about that, but life happens sometimes in spite of all you can do. So I've got some notes here because I'm old and I forget. But I wanted to make sure I didn't forget some of the updates that I wanted to tell you about because they're important to us and I thought you might like to know as well. So first of all, as some of you know, we have had tremendous computer problems. I mean, it was just one thing after another. And so finally, I broke down and spent way much more money than I wanted to on a new computer, a new laptop. So we got a new laptop and then we were having troubles with our Wi-Fi. So all of it together was just a mess. So we got all that straightened out and lo and behold, someone hacked our Pemberley Farm Facebook page. That was very upsetting because we have lost so much on it, and all the people that had friended it over the last few years and that we had got to know. And so we've lost that whole list of everything and everybody. So we're starting from scratch. We have created a new Facebook page and it is Pemberley Farm Homestead. Still the red barn is our logo. And so, this logo looks just a little bit different than the last one, but it's still the red barn. And so we are Pemberley Farm Homestead on Facebook, here on YouTube, as well as on Instagram and TikTok. So we are spreading out. We've been going a while, and so we're coming back gangbusters. All right, so let's go on to some other things that have happened to us here. I'm sitting in the old farmhouse that was original on this property, this side of the property. We have 40 acres. This side is 20 acres, and so we are sitting in the old farmhouse that was originally on this piece of land. We use it for classes. We use it for storage in some areas of it. We use it for a lot of different things, and so we have worked on it some. We remodeled the bathroom completely. We had to gut it. It was bad, and so we gutted it. We gutted the kitchen and remodeled it so that we can have bread baking classes and all kind of classes that require inside and in a kitchen environment. We've redone that and bought a nice stove and put in there and a big bar on, that we can work off of. So it's really nice and I am well pleased. Before too long, we'll give you a little bit of tour of what is going on here in the old farmhouse. So another thing is, most of you know that we have Dexter cows. We bought 3 Dexter cows some time ago, and one of our heifers had a little baby in July. Her name is Annie, and she is just the cutest thing. And so we will do all of these things I'm giving you as updates. We're going to do individual videos to bring you more up to date and to show you things. So I'm just glossing over it today, but we'll have more in-depth videos about each of these things as we go. So anyway, we had a baby cow, Annie. When she was born, she almost didn't live, but she's good now and healthy and a mess and a half, I tell you. Also, we've added 2 mini donkeys and 3 Nigerian dwarf goats. And one of the mini donkeys and the goats are just puppies. They don't know they're goats and donkey. They think that they're puppies. They want to be loved on, and they are just adorable. We've also, in the midst of all this, had 2 deaths in our family. 2 of my husband's aunts that he was very close to passed away this past year. And so that was hard because, like I say, he was very close to them and we all loved them very much. We're also still caring for my now 94-year-old mom, and our whole family is involved in that. My husband and I, our daughter Ashley, and our son Kelly Jr. we're all involved in helping to take care of her. And so, that takes up a lot of time as well. We've also been busy, even though we haven't been on YouTube, we've been very busy. We've planted an orchard. There are 16 fruit trees in it. Right now there are 2 grapevines, and they will be added to soon. There are 3 elderberry bushes that did phenomenal this year, and we made elderberry syrup. That was very good. All of that, we'll add some more of that. I froze some of the berries so that we can show you about making the elderberry syrup at a later time. So, and we're still going to add to the orchard. There's a lot left to do. I can show it to you now, but it's almost winter. It's December, and so the leaves are all off the trees. So anyway, we also, though, we've got a couple that still got leaves on that. They're special trees, and I'll tell you about those when we do the video on the orchard. Then we had a new barn built. Last May, we had a new barn built near the front of the property, and we use it for all manner of our agricultural endeavors, but also twice a year now. This year we have had large events here on the farm. In May, we had the spring fling, and that was a lot of fun. We had games for the kids. We have about 1.5 acre pond that's stocked. We let the kids go fishing. It was catch and release, but we let them go fishing. And we had hay rides around part of the farm, and just a lot of fun things went on at our spring fling. And in October, here in Northwest Florida, there is something called the Farm Tour. And Millstone Institute in Tallahassee sponsors a farm tour across Northwest Florida every year. And this year was our first year, and we were privileged to be a part of that. And it was a lot of fun. We had added more games and more things to do from May. And we had a food truck here that had very good food. And I will tell you that this coming May, we will have another spring fling. We'll have more things added. So it's a lot of fun. So the area of the new barn we use when we have special events. We take out all of the equipment, all of the hay, all the stuff that we've stored in there, and we use it for our special events. It is not 100% complete yet as far as its final look, but it's there. The pole barn part of it is there, and we are using it. So also every month we have a class, at least one every month. Some months we have 2. It depends on the month, and it depends on the time of year. So we're having 2 classes a month. We also, this since it's fall, not quite winter yet, but almost. This year, I always have a fall garden. I always have a spring and summer garden. I always have a fall garden. This year, I did, in some things, like in my zipper peas, I did 3 rounds of planting of my zipper peas this year, which was, I've never done 3. I've done 2, but I've never done 3. And I did get peas before we got a frost that killed the plants. So anyway, we decided there's a lot of things I had left unattended to other than the garden. And so I decided that in this fall I would not have a fall garden. And my family was shocked because I always have a fall garden. They thought I must be ill. But I'm fine. I just needed a rest, and I needed to address some other things. We've got several freezers that things in them need to be canned, things that we didn't have time to can at the moment. And so I need to do a whole lot of canning. And we also built a new greenhouse. We will show you some pictures of that and do a video on that. And actually, we took pictures as it was being built. My husband built it, and it's really a nice greenhouse. Now, the canning part brings me to something else. This year on YouTube, now, I'm going to say this, but I'm also going to say this is what my intention is, and I have very good intentions. But I'm 70 years old. And so if I fall behind on this just a little bit, give me a little bit of grace, okay? However, that being said, that caveat, this year I plan to have a canning video up every Friday for the year of 2023. So like I said, we've got freezers full of stuff, and as summer comes and other things need to be canned that are fresh, you'll see that. But starting in January, the first Friday in January, we will put up a video. I've got tomatoes frozen, I've got meat frozen, got all manner of things in the freezer that need to be canned. Plus I have some butternut squash and stuff like that that we grew that we have in a cold room, but we want to can them. So several things going on. I'm going to can some sweet potatoes, just lots of different things. Now, as far as other videos, we have lots planned for that. Lots planned for in our gardening and dealing with our animals. Oh, I did forget to tell you, you were introduced before we stopped making videos to our Holstein milk cow. We call her Big Mama, and she is hopefully with child, would be due in the spring, March or April. And so that is going to be exciting to have a new calf and to be able to be in milk again. She was supposed to be bred when we got her. Obviously she was not. She was due after the first of this year, and we still don't have a calf, so obviously she was not. So in June, I believe, she went to a friend's house to live with their bull for about 3 months. And so we've seen no sign that of her being in heat or anything. So we are pretty sure that she is bred and that we will have a calf come spring. And we are very excited about that because we dried her off thinking that we were drying her off in time, you know, to give her a little rest before she had her baby. Well, she had no baby, and we've been out of milk all this time. So we're very excited. We're very excited for the milk, so that because we eat a lot of butter around here. We like cheese, so not just the milk itself, but the milk for the butter and the cheese and all manner of things, the yogurt. And so we're excited about that. Now, I don't want to go too much longer, but I'm just happy to be back on YouTube. I hope that you will follow along. We're going to have more cooking videos, more of all manner of videos for you to enjoy. I know that our Let's Bake Bread video has been our very most popular, and I thank you all that have watched that video so much. We're over 71,000, I believe, on views on that video, and for a little channel like us, to me that's huge. And so I thank you all for watching that, but we're going to add to that a little bit more advanced bread baking as well. So I hope that you will continue to follow us and like and subscribe to our channel. Please go like our new Facebook page, Pemberley Farm Homestead. We're trying to build it back up from all that we lost when it was stolen. And so we're just thankful that you're here, and hope that you'll hang around and see what happens, because Pemberley Farm this coming year, the year of 2023, is growing and going to grow in a big way. And we just hope you come along so you can watch that. Thank you so much, and God bless you from Pemberley Farm.